Good morning, YouTube. It's your fair bear, California Bear 619. Ah, man. Happy Friday the 13th. Man, everything is calm, cool, and collected over here. I'm going to harvest some more chilies and I'm going to do a little bit more blabbing. Anyways, right now I am going to harvest. Let me see. Let me turn the thing around here. This right here is a Jays crossed with a pink tiger from 2023. Unfortunately, slum bleached, so I can't tell who it came from, and I don't want to give the credit for the wrong person. But it's a beautiful plant, man. Look at the foliage on this. And if you see up here, you see more buds coming out already. So there'll be some more later on this fall. And there's some more over here, little ones. I don't know if you can see with the camera. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, there we go. I'm learning how to. Okay, let's see. I think one or two of them are ready already. But look at this beautiful pepper there. Let me see. Let me focus here. There we go. It's a beautiful purplish color and stuff. And there's another one here. There's different shapes. These up here. I might save seeds when this one's ready too. That one's crazy looking. Look at that. I think I'm gonna save this one right here when it's fully ready. You see this mark right here? It looks like I'm starting to get some calcium deficiency. There is a product called CalMeg, and I haven't bought any. I'm gonna have to buy some for my plants and put it in the soil later on. But that's what starts happening. You start getting, it looks like rot, like something bit it, but it's not. It's what it is. It's a calcium deficiency. Oh, look, there's more pods gonna be coming in later on. You see over here. But I just noticed that right now. That's the one I was gonna save, maybe. then there's this one right here. I don't really particularly like the shape, but it's still gonna be eaten. So there's this one right here. This is a giant one, and then this one also. So it looks like I might. I think that one's ready to cut already. But I'm very happy with this plant right here. She survived the winter. Hopefully she'll survive this winter coming up again too. Give me a minute. Let me get my scissors. Where did I put them? Over here. Let's see. This one's ready. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Looks like 3 people are on watching. Hello to anybody still watching right now. Oh, this is ready too. Oh shit. Dang it. I cut the wrong branch. Gotta be careful when you do this. I don't like using scissors. That's why I use like those snippers. Put this aside over here. As you have these little like wire cutters, but can't find them. I misplaced them. I found them. I misplaced them again. I do that all the time, but see, look at the different shapes. So it's a Jay's. Jay is a person that created the Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion, which is a cross between a ghost. Oh, I thought I was taking a turd. Good one, Gucci. Good place. Not in the cement. Over there on the rocks today, finally. Um, Jay's Peach Go Scorpion, which is a cross between, I believe, um, a scorpion and Jay's Peach Ghost. Yeah, a ghost and a scorpion. Yeah. So I don't know which one was peach that made it peach, but it came out like a peach color, yellowish peach kind of looking color. It's a nice pepper that I still haven't grown yet, but it's usually about this shape, but they're about this size and maybe longer. The Jays, and then the pink tiger also is kind of like this shape, and then they're purplish. So I think that's where the purplish color comes from when it first comes out. Yeah, the pink tiger, if I'm correct, it comes out kind of purplish, and then it turns out like a little bit like pinkish, yellowish kind of color. So I think that's where it comes out. That's another pepper that I'm in the future want to grow, a pink tiger. So those are ready for harvest. I'm just gonna put them right here. I don't know. I don't want to save seeds for these two yet, so I'm just gonna put them in a bunch. So hope everybody's doing all right. I'm gonna cut this one right here. This small little plant right here from Tess, and it's actually a boot jalokia chocolate. And I've talked about that before. Boot jalokia is basically the ghost pepper. Boot jalokia, that's in the name from the language where it came from. I have to do my homework on these stuff, like guys. I have to sit down and do my homework, get my notes ready so I can like start talking about this. I always say this and I don't do this, so I don't want to say it's Hindi but Boot Jalokia is the name from where it comes from, and then they got the name Ghost because of the shape. And chocolate, obviously, because it's the color and it looks like chocolate. I've never ate one of these. I might. I'm gonna burn. I finally did my procedure. I think that's a lot of the stress that was going on. I had oh god, what's the thing called? Anyways, I had to watch what I ate for 4 days at least. I had a basically not eat anything for 24 hours. Drink this like preparation thing and everything, and wake up in the middle of the morning and drink the rest of it, about a gallon. And then in the morning, show up to the hospital and they stick a camera up your butt. That was the easiest part, actually. That was done in like less than 20 minutes. And I don't know, maybe that's what I'm all relaxed now. Now, I think part of the stress was that I was worried they're going to find something. The news was that I think everything came out all right. They found a couple polyps. They showed it. They showed a picture and everything of the urine sites. They had the polyps, so we removed them. There's no bleeding. Da da da. You're good. Maybe 5, 10 years for sure. So if I've lived that long, I'll be 63 by then when they want to see me again. You know, the staff was great. You know, it was a hospital in San Diego and Hillcrest called Scripps Mercy, and they were great. One of the reasons I didn't get done earlier this year is because the place I was going to do it originally before was really bad service, and just in the office. Anyways, the Buchalokia. Let me see. This one's ready too. Yeah, this one's ready. I'm gonna save the bigger one for seeds. So here it is. They found nothing, so I think that's part big stress is gone now. Uh, Getting ready for my trip. Been getting ready for my trip for over a month now. Um, that being that being said, Mr. Kinsey. That being said, um, I needed to get some paperwork done. That was thrown on me basically in the last couple of weeks. Oh, you need this and you need this for the things that I'm gonna do when I go over there. And I'm like, oh, you should have told me, because it was a pain in the ass getting a lot of that stuff. But it worked out, guys. It worked out. She came in. Right now, I think I'm waiting one more thing, but that's on my own. I want to do some taxes from back from 2018. I got a hold of the person. I'm gonna call her again and just I offered her some money just I just want a copy of my W-2s. I don't even need my taxes, just my W-2. She said she found it. I talked to her, but she hasn't called me back. So I'm gonna call her again today and say, hey, look, man, I'll give you a couple bucks. Here it is. Oh, this test. How do I write that on there too? Give credit to the person that I got it from. This is from Townsend, Chile, from 2023. So if I grow these will be an F2, I believe. If I, from my own personal, I don't know what pheno he had on these already, but these grow pretty nice. It's a small plant, but that's all right. And do I have any more? No, I don't have any more. But they grew two nice little peppers. And that's usually what happens with some of my newer plants. They only grow like a handful, like a few. But if they make it the next year, I'll grow a lot. That's what I notice. I notice like this Jays. I'll show you later. They're not ready yet. Well, one of them's finally changing color. There's a Jay Speak Purple Ghost Scorpion. That's a big name. Who did I get that from? I can't see either. I'll show you. This one only had like two or three peppers. But anyways, everything worked out. So boot to look. Let me write this in pen. Everything worked out, man. So what I've been doing is just getting prepped and stuff. I got over the Rona. Unfortunately, a friend of mine he just told me his wife got it too. So it's going around, guys. It's going around, and I've been noticing since last week, going to the doctors, different offices, they're all masking up. So get ready, people. Get ready. It's coming back. Oh, and I just found out also. There's a channel that I follow that gives information on the Philippines for visa extensions and travel and everything like that. That relates to that, and she's really good. She's really informative and like really dead on. She said that they're gonna start screening for Mpox. The Mpox. It's the new one coming out, guys. Just in time for elections. So, like I predicted, there might be another lockdown. I don't know. There's be another vaccine. Of course there is. Ay, ay, ay. Who cares? I can't control any of that shit. All I know that I am gonna be over there for Halloween. Again, I'm not giving the date, but I'm gonna be there. What's up, Jeff? Cooking hands full. No problem, Jeff. I'm talking about hey, did you find out, dude? I just saw Eaton Squad. That's the name of the channel. Eaton Squad. That's that lady that does the reporting on traveling and stuff into the Philippines and out. I've been following her. She's pretty good. She just said, and I put it on my thread. I shared it that they're gonna start screening for Mpox, bro. Yeah, that's the new one, bro. That's the new one coming out now. The Mpox. They're gonna start screening. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I see it. I'm gonna share it with you. But I put it on my. I know I put it on there. But whatever, dude. Um, I'm not as stressed, bro. I'm not as stressed. I've noticed. I just had a procedure done just yesterday, and I think that was the last one that was really stressing me out. If they're gonna find something or not, dude. Since we're in our 50s, that procedure where they do the camera, not from this end but the other end. That's the one that got done, and shit, I don't have my microphone. So, anyways, everything came out good, man. I mean, everything came out good. Um, they don't want to see me for another 5 to 10 years if I make it that long. So, I think that was a lot of it in the back of my head. That whole I said, now what's next? And that was one of the main things that I was always avoiding this whole time. all this time. But even this year, I said I'm gonna do it. But the place that I went before earlier this year, and let me put this plant away. The nurses and the office and even before the preparation, except for the doctor. Remember I told you that doctor's real condescending and everything. That just gave me a bad vibe. But other than that, everybody's been professional, very helpful, very um, courteous, and like just friendly, nice. Unlike the last place that I talked to before, um, and I don't know if it's the area or what, but the difference was like night and day. There's a term that I use, and these girls earned it on the phone, in person. Hood rats, full on hood rats is what they acted like. I swear, man. I swear. I think these are ready because I ate one that does this color. I ate one of these on my last live. This is the one that made my nose run for like hours after, even after I hung up. It's nice. This is the Cartel Karen by Tess Townsend Chilies. Now I'll check it, see if there's more. But yeah, dude, they're like hood rats. Well, all right, and like when you would go to the office just to make the appointment and do whatever, set up the appointment, they like give you this attitude like they didn't want to talk to you, like ugh, like you were at a club, kind of like you were trying to ask them for their phone number or try to hit on them. I wasn't like what the fuck, it's up this attitude. And I don't know if it's just like that area or what, but that's how that they came off on the phone. They're real short, and like, dude, you've known me now for a while, and people that follow me on this channel, they know that I'm I'm slow. Dude, and I'm per person. I'm slower to get information, to have the information process in my head and everything, dude. So when they say shit that's too fast, and like, these instructions to do this procedure, well, it's very detailed and stuff. And I would ask them, hey, like, but oh, they're gonna call you and tell you the details, and they would just hang up. I'm like, what the fuck, It's like, so I just went ahead and missed my appointment. I didn't go because I didn't take the proper medicine, or the whole where you have to like starve yourself for 4 days and overnight and drink that shit and all that stuff. That's what I did. So that's it. I got two more little ones over here down here on this plant. I think that's it for the year. I don't see any little buds coming out anywhere. That's good. It produced plenty though. That was nice. A lot of them dried up because I gave it a little shot of a fertilizer, and fertilizer like burns the flowers. That's all right. It gave me plenty, and I don't know. I'll save. I don't know if I'll save any. I should. Well, there's another one there. I'll save one of these last ones here for seeds. These to eat. These are good. But yeah, that was the process. And that's what I noticed with this crew, these nurses and stuff. They're just a lot like nicer and everything. It makes a difference. It puts you at ease. I mean, I was at ease when I was there. I was relaxed. I was mellow. I mean, I didn't have the what do you call it? They put you under. I wasn't under anything yet. I was there already. I was mellow. I was relaxed. And she said that. Like, that's what people say. Like, the hardest part is the prep. Getting all the starving for 4 days and the fasting for overnight. And drinking that shit. Yeah, dude, that's the one that made me want to throw up. So I didn't take my insulin that morning. I didn't take my medication that morning because if I did take that was the thing for 4 days. I was having a hard time keeping my blood sugar up. I was going down too fast. So I'd eat a little like Reese's Pieces or something, or Reese's peanut butter cup. Yeah, that was a treat to bring up the sugar and stuff. You know. So yeah, that's done. I think that was one of the major things that had me all stressed out. I got my luggage in the house already, like pretty much sorted. So Basically, the only thing I have to throw in is just like the shirts and shorts that I wear right now. I'm wearing throughout the day. I'm done, dude. I just sort out my paperwork, the weights I got already. I was having a problem with the carry-on. The carry-on was a pain in the ass, man. But I got it figured out. I think I'm gonna do a video with that. The carry-on was a fucking pain in the ass. And I'll tell you why right now. Because as you know, Jeff, and anybody that travels international, they only allow 7 kilos. 7 kilos is not that much. Oh damn, dude, this pepper was nice, man. Something got to it. 7 kilos is basically 15 pounds. Now I'm not sure it's 15 pounds combined. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's each. So I got the little baggage, and I got my backpack. And my backpack is actually I got that under 12 pounds if I carried everything except for my laptop. Now my laptop's the heaviest thing. That thing's about 7 pounds. It's a big one. See this pepper right here? How nice that is, man. Unfortunately, I think a worm got to it. Look at that hole right there. So I already had that idea already. You know what? And I got this idea from Marcos a while back when he said, "Hey," and then other travel channels also that I watch. And that's all they talk about is traveling and carrying, luggage and stuff. So, and actually, I made it as a comment. So it was an idea from Marcos and a comment that I made on her channel. And I should give her props too. Oh shit, what was that? That looked like something was growing. Oh well. I'll show this right here. Look at this nice. Let me finish what I was gonna say. I bought a vest, a travel. It looks like a fishing vest. Like yeah, just a fishing vest. And it's got all the pockets and stuff. So I put boom, 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 and I already tried it out. It weighs a little bit over 5 pounds. So I took 5 pounds out of my backpack. Um, and that's all there. My chargers, my battery chargers. I got 3 battery chargers for my cell phone and my cameras and stuff. My cameras are going to go basically in my outside pockets. Outside only their containers are going to be in my backpack. Uh, Even my GoPros, I took them off and then they're in their frames and they're going to be in pockets. So just wires and basically just the empty containers, the travel containers are going to be in my backpack. And then I'm probably going to put my laptop there when I get to what do you call it? Starlux. I'm traveling Starlux. That's what I'm taking. I'm taking Starlux when I get to SFO. And they're gonna weigh it there. So they're gonna weigh it. So my travel or my little luggage, that was the problem. And I didn't have much in there. Basically, what's gonna have I was gonna have my laptop in it and stuff and paperwork, but dude, that thing was already I think a little bit over 6 pounds. I don't know what it is. I got 3 of them, and that was the lightest one. I can't find another little one. But basically, I'm carrying my insulin, and I got a lot of insulin. I got insulin to last me till December, and I know it sounds like a lot, but I use a lot of insulin during the day. So I got enough insulin to last me till December. So I'm taking all that much. So I don't know how it's going to work with the TSA. I'm going to find. I've been trying to find out ahead of time. And I'm taking ice, those travel ice packs. I gotta buy those from Amazon and put them in there. And I got like a little cooler, a little brown cooler, this foldable, the stackable kind, whatever. And I was just over 15 pounds, like 15.5, 15.3, something like that. So now I think I got into 12. So yeah. So once I get all through it, and I'm on like out of the gate, I'm a, you know. Oh, I also got a big Carhartt vest, also a 5X. That's gonna be nice and big to cover that up. They shouldn't say that. If you wear it, they shouldn't say anything else. So I just take the vest off. I'm gonna have the vest like with all that stuff in it in my luggage when I go through Alaska because they're not gonna say nothing. But once I get there, I'll wear it when I go to Starbucks. But then when I go through the gate or through TSA, whatever, I'm gonna take it off again. Boom, and just keep in my pockets whatever I want when I'm on the plane. But I got to practice doing all that, like stripping down and all that stuff. I did set it up already, where both Alaska and Starbucks know that I'm disabled, so they're gonna like, here, sir, here's your wheelchair. They're gonna take me, and they're gonna wheel me and everything. So yeah, man. So let me show off this this is a purple orange ghost, and the GM stands for Gary Mason. This is a gentleman that's on Facebook from the Pepper groups. He's on one side of the Civil War right now, just like on the Facebook. I mean on the YouTube expat, Philippine expat Civil War. The same thing's happening right now on the Pepper community on Facebook. And mainly right now it's hot because it's the sales right now, fall. People are trying to sell their seeds. They sold their pods already, so they got leftover seeds. So they're going after each other. So anyways, he's not a vendor. He's a grower. And I got him on my Facebook. He's one of the guys that, has friends me and then sees who I have for friends and then unfriends me. But anyways, he gave me these seeds to this one. And it's a magenta looking color pepper like this. I fully magenta, and it starts showing this yellowish color. And this plant's been really growing. And then what happened was, I think a hornworm got to it, or the heat got to it. All the leaves were gone. A couple 3 or 4 weeks ago, and now look at it. It's growing back again, but it's growing. So I'm gonna transplant and put it in a cage or something because it's growing out now. So I'm gonna harvest these chilies and I'm gonna save seeds from one of them. But yeah, that's what's been going on, man. I mean, so I'm just gonna call that lady today, get a hold of her. Hopefully, she does have my W-2 copies or whatever, and I don't know. That's about it. Also, I gotta send my information for my plane. I like have copies of all that stuff. I still make hard copies in case for whatever reason your phone goes out or whatever. It's always good to have printed paper copies of your tickets and all that stuff. IDs, passport, all that stuff. I make copies. I still live old school, man, like the Philippines. Still live old school. Let me put this one away. Here's another one of my old reliable. These are my BSTs, Black Scorpion Tongues. Health as always produces a lot of peppers, and they're ready when they're red like this. And they're really they're nice and spicy. They're hot. The only bad thing about them, what the hell was that? Like somebody threw a rock. That was weird. Anyways, that was weird. That's not the first time that's ever happened. There's something supernatural about this side over here, guys. I swear. That's not the first time something like that's happened. Like something threw a rock at me. Maybe the neighbor's looking at me right now from over there. I don't know. Anyways, the only thing wrong with this pepper is it has a lot of seeds, but it grows really good. Like there's a flower right there. It keeps growing, man. This always produces a lot of peppers. And I gotta separate these, man. Gotta get them in their own pots. But I think this is just one plant, actually. If you look at it, look at the stalk in the middle. This is the stalk right here originally. and it died out, so I cut it. But all these branches, yeah, it is one solid plant. It is all from one plant. But I gotta take it out and like add more dirt to it and stuff. And just like it's a nice plant, man. Probably put in a bigger pot too, even. Yeah, so this one's ready. That one's ready. That ready. I'm gonna cut those. But yeah, dude, that's what's going on, man. I'm like way more relaxed, man. All right, Jeff. Which one should I save? Should I save number one or number two? I'll take a vote. There's two people on there, so there's number one, number two, to save for seats. So I'll put number one on my left side, number two on my right side. I know. I don't know. I can't make up my mind either. So I'll throw this in here. Yeah, dude, seriously, man, it's like a fucking just like a whole like relaxed thing, man. I've been so stressed and everything, dude. It's just like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, man. Remember how you were saying what a month ago, even, dude? Are you like is it like kicked in yet that you're going? I mean, it kind of is. I think that's part of it. I think I just like I was stressed about everything else that went with that, and then like I said, the medical part, you know, and like, dude, I don't know. I feel better, man. Thank you. I feel better. I need a shave. But I feel better. I haven't really lost weight. I'm at 260. But I've lost some inches. That's what I've noticed. Because some clothes are starting to feel better, and I feel better. Well, they do feel better because they fit better. But yeah, I'm at 260. I wanted to get down to 240, which is unrealistic. But 250 was something I wanted to get to like 2 months ago to the end of this month. It's still feasible, which is I'm gonna try hard to do. Um, and I have been doing that with diet, and I gotta get stricter. And what do you call it? That's the thing that I don't know. I have clothes over there, so a lot of those should fit. I hope too. On top of some of the clothes I'm taking from here, and I'm not taking like regular clothes. Just taking some shirts, a couple shirts, um, and some shorts, whatever shorts I have here that I wear. But over there, I left all my tank tops and sleeveless shirts and everything. So yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good to go. Your color looks good. You're standing taller. Um, yeah. You know what? I was having problems with my shoulder and my spine, and lately it's been a little better. I've been sleeping on the bed instead of the couch. That's a big thing of it. If I fall asleep on the couch, I'm all and oh, I know what it is. One of my neighbors was getting rid of a office chair and a little desk, and I wanted the desk too, but it was too heavy, so I took the chair she had. It's all that's wrong is the side. I gotta get an Allen wrench and tighten up the armrest, and it's perfect. But it's a nice because she's a big woman. She's a big solid woman actually. Not fat. She's solid. Big, big big solid woman with a big solid pair of solid ones. Probably too big for you, but I have it on the short size. Nah, dude, 46. I gave that up a long time ago, bro. I got so big. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I got so big. I got so big back in the day that I went past 48. You know what's past 48? Elastic. Yeah, I was going to the back then Kmart's were still available. Yeah, dude. I used to go to Kmart 'cause that's where they would have those. That other than if you went to the big and fat places, and you paid out the nose to those places. So, anyways, I went to the big and fat section on Kmart, dude, and like, yeah, dude, they're jeans, right? And like, whoop, and then whoop. extend it to whatever size you need. So it went past 48, so size 50 to whatever. Dude, I don't know, dude. I was pushing. I know I was 300 pounds, so I think I was beyond 350. I think that's the last time I weighed myself. That was back in the year 2000. I was over 350 pounds, bro. Basically, the doctor said you're a walking heart attack. Your blood sugar was at 400. Your cholesterol was over 300. My blood pressure, I think, was like 190 something over 101 or something like that. He said you're a walking heart attack back then. 350, 360. Yeah, dude. I remember seeing some of your videos. I'm like, holy shit. You were big, dude. But you're taller, though. How tall are you? I'm 5'8", man. Anyways, I got on a, at that time I was labeled as a pre-diabetic. So that's when they put me on that damn metformin. Oh, this one I looks like I got mites. Not mites. I keep calling them aphids. I call them mites. I got a lot of ants on this. That's the first sign. If you see ants on your garden and stuff, that means you have an infestation of something else. The ants are the problem. The ants, what they do, they corral the aphids into like little, they basically corral them. You know, they hurt them. This is the word I'm looking for. They hurt them because they wanted to have them concentrated on a certain area because their poop is what the ants like. So what I do is I use this stuff right here. Congrats, you're killing it. Uh, well, dude, I was actually lighter, bro. I was lighter, dude. I've gotten heavier in especially the last 2 years. When I got in the trade, and that was back in 2000. Anyway, this is what I use right here, by the way. Except this is really concentrated, so don't leave your plants out in the sun after you spray it. So spray it, put it in the shade, and then like later on that day, spray it lightly with a water hose underneath to wash it off, and then still keep it in the shade because even the water will have like droplets and it'll burn. Um, that was like talking about. Oh, when I got in a trade, I was still around 280, dude. So, and people that cared were the ones that told me, hey, uh, not to try to be mean, but you're gonna have to like really lose weight, because they saw that I was like, actually, I was trying my hardest to do whatever, get on the ladder, and I said, dude, if you're gonna be in this trade, you mean construction, you're gonna have to be on your feet a lot, you're gonna have to be on ladders, and you have to get into certain areas and everything like that. And they're telling me, we're not trying to be mean. The guys are cool. One of the ones that weren't like, you fucking fat ass, and all that stuff. Like, they like me too. I mean, the ones that like me. I know that too. You can tell. So, anyways, I did. I kind of started taking care of myself a little better and stuff, and I got down around 240. And then, what year was this? What year was this? It was 209. It was before I got married in 2014. So I say around 2013. Um, One of my union brothers, my local brothers, his wife was, she still is. She's one of the people that does marketing, telemarketing and stuff. You do ground shell. Yeah, I do. I gotta grind those. I got a bunch. I just gotta grind. I can't use my regular. I gotta go to the thrift store and buy a blender, and I'll blend it up. But I do that too. That I was gonna say about that. I'll talk about that in a minute. Um, she does the sales, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But she did several companies online and whatever, and one of them was called Beachbody, which is a good program actually. It's a diet exercise program and stuff, and just doing the diet and doing the drinks and stuff, the shakes. I got down from I went under 220. It might even got under 210. I think I got. I was looking slim. I was looking good, you know, and uh, and then with my work, I was like starting to get a little bit of muscle and everything. If I can find that picture, I'll post it on there and stuff. But I do have a picture. Actually, I do have a picture of before and after when I got the trade back then in 2009, and then it was a picture from 2017 or 14. I think it's 17. As long as I was going through my divorce, dude. A breakup and a divorce, man, is one of the best diets ever. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Unfortunately, a lot of alcohol's involved. But yeah, um, I was on that program and then I fell off of it because I went on the road and you don't really watch what you eat. You don't stay, with the diet, the program and stuff. But it was a really good thing. I mean, it was a really good thing. I wish I could get back on it and stuff. But now at my age and stuff, and I realized that actually when I got past my 30s and my 40s, that it's not diet anymore. So you have to be active. And yeah, you have to watch what you eat, but you have to be active. You have to be active. And that's one of the main things, especially this year, how I was feeling earlier this year. I was not feeling good, so I just was not active. I was on the couch a lot. The last couple weeks to a month, I've been feeling really good on a regular. So I stay busy, and I'll show my patio. I'll show my chilies, man. They're getting killed, especially with this heat wave and stuff that was going on. But yeah, they're getting killed. So I'm gonna put this one away, and I'll bring this other one over to show. Yeah, the eggshell is one of those things that's like a myth or whatever, but I mean, I think it works. You just got to grind it up to a really fine powder. You drop fast once you get down south. Down south where? Under the ground or what? Yeah, you have to grind the eggs like really. You can't just like throw it because it takes too long to decompose. That's what I was told. So it's better to like just grind it up to really a fine powder. Get a gallon or a couple gallons, put it in there, pour liquid, and then slosh it around, and then pour it on the plant. And speaking of that, also, as I was saying, I was gonna stop. Potassium also needs potassium. Another big thing that I use also because I do shakes and bananas. The banana peels, I throw them in these containers. Throw water, seal it up, and leave it wherever, and then it stinks like a motherfucker. But you know, don't drink it. You might die or you might get drunk. I don't know if that's kind of like the prison wine, but it does, that I have noticed it does work. It does help, and that's supposed to help produce. Uh, okay, shit. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me get that before I say the wrong thing. Sorry, I lost all that pepper. Oh well. When I don't buy this stuff, there's more bloom. And there's more expensive brands. I get this at Home Depot. There's other stuff that's a powder that I get online or from those gross places. Um, this to help flower, to help produce more flowers, which is what your pod turns into. Um, it helps promote vigorous roots and flowering plants, and that is potassium. So what you need to produce flowers and like for fruits and stuff, you need potassium and phosphate. And that being said, that's twice, Mr. Kinsey. I've said it. Um, the calcium is to keep it from rotting. Once you have the pepper going from producing to produce healthy. But so banana peels help that also when you can't buy this stuff. It does, and I've done tests. I've done plant with just stuff like this and just stuff like this, and I'm not lying, dude. I've been keeping them just with this stuff, just with the banana peels, and they look real healthy. I mean, that's I've noticed the difference. The leaves get like real big, instead of staying small and shrunk. They get real big and stuff. But yeah, I want to show this one right here. You'll drop fast once you get down to the Philippines. Yeah, you know what, dude? My son's grandmother, she's been diagnosed as a diabetic, and unfortunately, you know how it is over there, bro. Um, they just found out, and she's in bad shape, but not in bad shape where like she's really in bad shape. But she's in bad shape where it's been untreated for years. I think so. She's been a diabetic for years, and I see the difference just in just a couple years how much she's like you know um, she's shrinking, and I'm gonna hopefully try to help with that. But they've told her, and what do Filipinos eat? Rice, nothing but rice. A little bit of meat, but rice is life. So that I'm gonna say that being said, but I just did. She's changed her diet. She was worried, so my son's mother, they've been helping her. Like, oh, they make her salads. They make her different things to eat now. And it's just you gotta reprogram yourself. So I got somebody to work with. So I'm taking a bunch of supplies. Like I'm taking I got extra supplies like what do you call it? Um, a blood pressure monitor. I'm taking her that. I gotta find it somewhere. I'm taking that. I'm taking um, blood glucose, the blood sugar, things. I got a bunch of them, different brands. I got the test. Those are the things that cost a lot. The little test meter strips. I have a bunch of those. I'm just gonna give them to her because I have a bunch here still, and I keep getting more with the insurance. So I'll just keep that. I live there, so I'll check it out. I got somebody. I'm gonna have a buddy, so we're gonna work a little system. When we eat and stuff, and just hopefully with that, and see what's happening with her. She's getting treatment with her eyes right now. She said they're giving her shots. I thought they were just doing drops. They did the laser, but they're giving her shots. So I think her eyesight's been going bad. I think that's why she finally got checked, and they discovered that she has had diabetes, and it's been untreated for years. So it happens. It happens. So I mean, I'm not gonna go over to go crazy. Also, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be doing the shakes and everything. I mean, the reason I do shakes is because I got something wrong with my gut. That's something that's still not been diagnosed, and I'll deal with that when I come back. That's something I've had for years that I thought was a hernia, but earlier this year they finally, when I went and saw a surgeon, they said that's not a hernia, that's something else. It's your intestine. Um, so I got bounced around. It wasn't until I saw another specialist that's not even her department, and she said no. I think she said it's gastroparesis, but she get checked out for that. So actually, I went to my primary care. She signed me up, but this doctor, all he wanted to do was stick a camera up my ass. He finally did. So that's what I'm gonna tell him. Okay, finally you stuck the camera up my ass. You saw nothing wrong, so now deal with this fucking thing. This is why we came to you. So that being said, Is why I have to watch my diet. I can't eat like I can't eat like a steak. A hamburger, I can't eat a hamburger. I mean, because it takes me forever to finally get it out. And it goes down to my stomach, but then when it's making its rounds and it gets to the side on its exit, it's something that takes days, man. And it's brutal. It's brutal. So yeah, that's something they're gonna have to deal with when I come back. So yeah, so I'll have a buddy to change meals with, so that's it. Eggs. I do eat eggs. I do eat eggs. When I get real hungry, I'll either do fried eggs or I'll do scrambled eggs. Um, and then I'll do 2 to 3, and then I'll eat those as a meal in the morning. Or like I do a lot of soups and then or broth, with just regular vegetables, onions, garlic, tomatoes, whatever, and then I'll throw an egg in there and let that egg either cook or just get a little bit nice and like ready, and I'll eat it, and I'll give me the protein. But what happens is, like I said, that's it's I'm having problems with my blood sugar, like staying up. But the endocrinologist said, if that's a problem, then keep something to bring it up. That's okay. That's when you're supposed to take sugar to bring it up, on top of the emergency stuff they've given me. So said, always keep a little candy bar, or they said little candy or something, or a packet of sugar. And that's what I used to have to get, those packets of sugar, because that's what I used to use when I first became diagnosed as a diabetic. They had me on such a dose of metformin that my blood sugar would drop by 9 in the morning, and I was like, oh, and then my sugar gets so low and stuff. I lost a lot using eggs and stuff. Yeah, I saw that you did that. You were talking about those boiled eggs and stuff. I used to be worried about that because of my cholesterol, but my cholesterol is pretty good right now. That eating eggs is not a bad thing. They've told me. So, anyways, this plant right here is my PJ Black Molten Ice from 23. It didn't give me anything peppers last year, but it did this year a lot, and they're kind of cool looking. They're like little teardrops. Right? But then I planted another one next to it, and these are different. So I don't know if it's this from Tias Townsend Chili, and I like the shape of these, and they're kind of wrinkly, so I think they're ready now. So I'm gonna cut these, and here, sorry, and use the seeds of these. I like these shapes. So once it starts turning hints of yellowish or so, that's when they're ready. Same thing with these. These are wrinkly, so it looks like they're ready. But they're like a solid black color. They're cool looking. They're like a teardrop. Or that's what I call it, teardrop shape. So anyways, these came from the same packet, but they must be different phenos. And he does tell you that, hey, these are all different phenos and da da da. So I like these actually. So I might try one of these today. Those others, the Christmas lights. I know, they're cool looking, huh? What the hell? I'll cut one right now. Watch it be hot as fuck, too. Some of these sometimes surprise me. I don't know, because some of these vendors don't even say how hot they are. That one look ready? It looks ready, too. Yeah, dude. None of them in light. Like a light purple. I like when they're thick walled. Real juicy. Not an overbearing flavor of anything. A little spicy. Nothing too hot or unmanageable. Let me cut these two right here. I like these right here. These are usually for salad, for seeds. It's a nice little spicy pepper. ¿Tan buenos estos chiles, eh? Después prueba estos. No, tan buenos, tiene buen sabor. No, ahorita me comí uno. My dad's back. He got back from his trip. He was all over. He went to New York, Puerto Rico to New York to Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C., New York. He just got back a couple days ago. So he's busy, got projects. I don't know what the hell, he's carrying wood. I don't know what he's going to do now. There's something about Puerto Rico for him, just like me. There's something about the Philippines. It's that little reset button. I don't know, it's that little reset button. I don't know. Hey, I don't know, dude. Bad knows the difference. It's black ice, right? He also made another, and it didn't. It does one of my plants that died. What was it called? Fire ice, and it was a shape like this, but it was bigger. It was like the size of the. It was a little smaller than this. I wish those grew. Those were, but they were delicious though. Believe it or not, some peppers like taste good. It was a little slimmer than this, but it was this shape. But they're like this kind of color here at the end, like a lot of yellowish with some purplish magenta looking color, and fire ice or something like that. But those were hot. What you said? You're not sweating. Must be. No, it's not that hot. I mean, it's still on my tongue, but this is manageable. I got a tolerance. Oh, sorry, I got a text. I'll answer later. But yeah. What the hell was I even talking about? Oh, my dad. Oh, dude, you mentioned Marcos on Overstay Road about the snake. Gee, Marcos. Dude, you know what, dude? I noticed now that he's not drinking. He has not been drinking for a while. He's looking good, man. He's lost a lot of his face is like a dude like a. Anyways, he's a small man. He's not very tall. He's what, about 5'6"? He's not taller than me. But anyways, digress. This is a 10K term. I digress. He's a storyteller, man. I love listening to his stories. And on one of his live streams, he said a couple days ago, he said something about, I thank everybody for you sitting here and letting me talk in front of this. And that's what I notice that I do. I listen to these guys talk, and that's what I do with these videos. I just sit down here and do what keeps me busy, that I enjoy doing, and I just blab and just kind of like what's on my mind. This is what kind of hit me. He said, instead of paying for some therapist that's going to cost thousands of dollars, I get to talk to you guys and just let you go off my chest, and then I feel better. Oh, there you go. I get a little bit of a runny nose right now. A little bit, not too bad. A little bit of a win right now. I hope we're not getting Santa Ana's. California's on fire, brother, guys. I know a lot of you people that are out here in YouTube land or around the world don't care much for California. I don't know why. We didn't do anything to you guys. But I hear a lot of negative things about California. We're not really that bad, guys. But anyways, between him and just the other guy that said every morning, he'll release a video. It's Coffee with Ken. There's another guy, and all he does is just talk, and that's what I do. And I go back to these videos. Oh hell yeah! I talk to my camera so much I listen to it and delete it again. Well, see, that's the thing though. You shouldn't delete it. Save it. You don't have to post it. That's what I was gonna say. That's how this channel started for me. I started this like years ago before I started this YouTube channel, and I was like, no. And dude, there were sadder videos back then. There were sadder videos. There were a little bit more angry videos. Um, and I said I should start like a blog or something, and I did. So what I do, I sit down and watch these videos, um, old videos, even from a week ago, a couple days ago, a couple months ago, or a year ago. And I'm like, God, man, it's like, was I really talking like that? That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, and it just marinates in my head. And you, Jeff, when I asked you that question about, dude, and you said that, and I asked Robert also when I hit Robert up on the. Well, actually, I didn't ask him the same question, but there's something that he said, should I say? But it was the same answer. Um, you said that you seem to not be where you want to be, and you're right. You're absolutely right about that. That's obvious. I'm not. I'm definitely not. I don't want to be in my life where I'm at right now, but this is what it is. So the Robert in the email, the last thing he said says, "I hope you find peace, your peace," and he's right. I am looking for my peace. The same thing with like the therapist been talking to lately. Um, you know, he's kind of like I think, and I figured it out. I said, you know what it is? I haven't been pissed off yet. I've like skipped over it about pissed off about God damn it, why the fuck did this happen to me? Why am I here in this fucking place? Why, you know? I just totally skipped over that. I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's better happen to me than you, and I don't want to dwell on it. And like, you know what? It's like I totally skipped that part, that feeling, and it's like it's just been like just stuck in me, and it's coming out little by little in different ways and shapes. And I need to address that. I need to like look into that, and that's what these videos do. I like, oh, it's like that's where my mind was back then. That's where my heart's at. That's this and this and this and this, and that's what these videos do for me. And I feel like somehow it helps somebody else. Kind of like, it's like, oh, cool. I'm not here to give advice. I'm not here to like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. I sure as hell there's a lot of people that do that in comments sometimes, but I just like go with the flow. That's part of it. The important part is to me was that you're really hard and you do not seem happy to sit and retire and die. No, dude. Oh, it's the neighbors. Speaking of that, it was a good live stream on Georgia and Heidi the other day. They were talking about stuff like that. In the comments, I was paying attention to the comments. And people in the comments were the usual suspects. Mike from our Philippine journey was there, and Philly was there. Who else? This one lady, her name is Ruby. She's Filipina, born and raised, but she's in Australia, and she's getting ready to retire. And God bless her, dude. Her heart's in the right place, but she's one of those like really proper. I can just tell by her comments that she's like really uppity and really like proper, and like she's always seems like one that gets people in trouble. And so, anyways, what these guys were talking about, about how much money you should have if something happens, something goes wrong, and something goes to happen. All my favorites, yeah, exactly, all your favorites. Well, it wasn't that Mike. It was Mike, like the Mike we like actually. I think you like Mike. Yeah, Ruby's a sweetheart in all way. I mean, she means right. Is that a boogie, dude? Yeah, it is. God dang it, we're doing live. There's nothing scripted here, like Kamala Harris, by the way. They would have told that in the ear. Hey, you got a booger. Did I get it? Yeah. See, nothing scripted here. Anyways, back to it. They were talking about how much money, and then I think Philly's the one that made the comment about having 10,000. Okay, you have 10,000. Then what? Don't go there this morning. I have to go there, dude. I can't talk about it on Facebook. Jesus Christ, man. I get attacked on Facebook. I get killed, man. I just posted something about the cats, and like, god dang, dude, they killed me, dude. Speaking of that, there's another video. I don't know if you'll see it, and it was actually on Instagram. And it wasn't cats. They were cooking and eating. And if my French isn't too far off, okay, I'll go back into it. God dang it. You want to skip the subject, huh? Did she make you that mad too? She used to piss me off when she was a fucking senator, dude. Imagine how pissed off you're going to get when she becomes president. It's going to happen, bro. They're going to steal it. They're stealing it as it is right now. Okay, I'll be quiet. Okay, I won't say no more. 10,000, 10,000. So she said, that's not enough. You need this, you need that. They're going back and forth how much money you need. And then there was another comment, this other guy, yeah, you're right, you need this much. And then Mike jumped in there, And Mike's the one that says that Mike from our Philippine journey. The Mike that lives in Angel City, not the MYK, but Mike. Our Mike that we like. Not that we don't like the other Mike. I'm not saying anything about him. But anyways, he's always said that that's why he lives in Angeles City, because it's like close to hospitals and this and that and everything. Well, my thing is, I've always said this, and this is, did I ever say that I used to talk to Robert, right? I used to talk to Robert like in person, like not in person, but we used to talk. He actually interviewed me. We were supposed to do an interview a long time ago, but it was such a mess. It didn't come out right, and I think he felt sorry. It just didn't. He never posted it. But I have one of them. And one of the first things he asked me, he's like, "Well, why do you want to go to the Philippines?" And I said, "People go there. That's the one thing nobody ever says when they go. Oh, I'm going to go retire." And I said, "People go there to die." And his eyes went. What were they eating? What were they eating? It looks like somebody's part of his calf or foot that he was like peeling off from the fire. That was well done. That's what he was doing. That's what they were eating. I'll have it. Somebody send it to me on Instagram. I'll send it to you later. But I have to verify that. So I'm not. I don't remember listening because I was like so shocked by what they were doing. That's all right. You're the only one on anyway, so that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're not interrupting. But that gets my thought going to what I was saying. So you want me to go back to the 10,000, or you want me to go to what they were eating, or we want to talk about MYK? I don't want to talk about MYK. I really don't. That guy's that guy, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, I don't want that guy going on me and stuff. I'm nobody for him to be going on me. There's something between them and Antics, so I don't know what happened either. Remember how he used to be on Antics all the time? He was their golden boy, but he's not on there no more. I give a lot of props to George and Heidi though. They've been through the ringer and still getting a lot of shit, dude. And they're handling pretty good, dude. They're just going around doing their thing. It's like seems like people want them to shut their channel down. And it's like, why? If you don't like it that much, just don't watch it. But it seems like you watch it so you can criticize it and make fun of another channel. Okay, fine, but that's okay. I guess that's okay. But I mean, if you're gonna go out there to do harm, that's not cool. That's where that's not cool. But whatever. I'm just interrupting Cal. No, you're not. So, anyways, back to the 10,000, bro. There's like people start throwing comments, and Ruby's always the one going, "No, that's not proper. That's not gonna be enough." And this, and you need this much, and you need to do this. And I wanted to interrupt, but I said, "You know what, dude? I just kept on putting popcorn in the comments. I'm just popcorn, popcorn." So Philly took it upon himself to say, "Hey, look, not everybody's rich," is what he said, because he's not. And I mean, I'll give him props for that. He doesn't give the he makes money from YouTube. You know, I know he makes money from YouTube. How much? I don't know. Whatever. That's his business. Um, and then, which is kind of funny. He said another subject. He said, viewers always want to know how much YouTubers make, but they never want to know how much viewers or commenters make. I'm like, well, they're not making videos. But anyways, I digress. Another Tim K, another guy that makes or used to make good money on YouTube. He's been fucking dying lately. Um, he said not everybody's rich, and he was referring to Ruby. But what if this happens and that's what they were throwing at Heidi also. It's like what and I've said this and I've seen it, dude, dozens of times. Where somebody gets sick and and um and that's where I said that too. People go there to die. That's it. That's their rest in place. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to what if you have a massive stroke or heart attack or whatever happens, dude? Well, nobody can predict that because they're saying like, if you have major health problems, don't go there. Don't do this. Don't do, dude. If that's what you want to do, fucking do it. I mean, they were great popcorn comments. It's better than saying nothing, dude. It's just like, hey, I mean, it's better than saying bullshit or whatever, because that starts arguments. So it's just popcorn is like, hey, I'm reading the comments. Oh, sun's hot. Um, so that's basically what I said. It's like, hey, you know, um, this is a nice one right here. Let's say this one for Dad. He thinks it's hot. You know why he thinks it's hot? Because he started hitting my chocolate ghost. I separated my chocolate ghost and my ormrook. My chocolate I'm gonna cut last because those I want to save separate from a harvest and seeds, and those are fucking hot, dude. And I'm gonna show. I thought I forgot, but that was the very first hot pepper I ever tried, and that's the only one that's ever made me cry, freak out. And unfortunately, I never got it on video. That was the first one I ever did it before I did it on Facebook and Instagram. I did that one. I did it in front of my a couple years ago. Actually, my son was still a baby. In front of my son's mother and my baby. I was like, oh my. I'll talk about that in a minute. But let me finish what I was going to say. What I'm saying is, nobody can control what's going to happen in the future, right? Yeah, it's like you get sick, and it can happen here. People go broke and homeless because they spend so much money on the bills and the insurance and whatnot. I don't know. It's just like what I'm trying to say is like you can prepare so much. As hot as it wasn't, it still make my nose running. You can prepare so much and everything, right? Like a person like Ruby. I agree. People go there to get planted. Look at Steady Eddie. Steady Eddie's a blogger that was out mainly in Southeast Asia and stuff. The guy had brain cancer. They took it out, and he's talking about going back. He's recovered, but he's got terminal cancer. So I think he's decided he's just going to do Asia. I mean, Europe, and just stay there locally. So whatever. He's decided that. But dude, it's like that's it. If you're going to do that, you're going to do that. No matter what. Yeah, you want good healthcare, and if you need medications, I mean, I'm the perfect example. I'm gonna need medications for this and that and everything. But if I'm like in really bad shape, I'm not romanticizing it or anything. But there used to be a show called ER, and one of my favorite episodes was one of the doctors on the show that I liked. He was Goose on the first movie from Top Gun. He was the I think he's the one that died. The pilot, the co-pilot. That guy. I don't know what his name is. The actor. He, got terminal brain cancer, and he went on an island somewhere, and died in his girlfriend's arms, out in the sunset. The first time I went to the Philippines, and I was in Bohol, and I saw that sunset with the mountains of Cebu in the background. I said, "That's it, dude. This is where I want to be laid to rest. This is where I want to die. If I have my choice, this is it. This is where I want to die right here. What's gonna happen? I mean, dude, they're gonna bury. I'll fucking throw some rock. What does it matter when you're dead, anyways? That's what I'm trying to say. These people want to prepare and everything. Like Ruby, for example, she's telling you need this, you need that. I'm gonna retire with my husband. We're coming to live in the Philippines. And forbid you don't, or your husband, or whatever. What if that plane doesn't make this little trek? From I'm just saying. You can do it always prepare, and I've seen it so many times in my trade. You know, what was his name? I forget his name. This brother, he had a Filipino wife. They live on a trailer and they used to travel around there. We're working in San Onofre. He's like, yeah, dude, I only got, I got 2 years left and that's it. And we're going to retire. We're going to go. And they were saving money. That's why they weren't living somewhere. They were just traveling in a trailer. I think 6 or 8 months into his last year, massive heart attack, and he died. So, I mean, you make plans and then this happens. Or there's another blogger called the Campbell's Family. He's a retired, I think, military. Um, he had a stroke, and he's partial. He's a big dude, and his wife's struggling. His wife's struggling taking care of him, and you can tell she's just like not happy, and she's doing her own blogs, complaining and stuff. And dude, it sounds like she's just like getting ready for him to just or something. I don't know. It's sad, and those are the things that I say when I want to comment. It's like, Mike, like, what if you have a massive stroke or something, dude? And okay, good. You bought a wheelchair in case you do have a heart attack or stroke. Is your wife going to be able to pick you up and put you on that wheelchair and haul you around, give you a bath? I don't have the heart to say that because somebody's gonna take it the wrong way. Why? Because we don't want to hear the truth. We don't want to hear the awful truth, what it really is. And those are discussions I have with my son's mother when I talk to her. Oh no, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna do. I said, come on, man, be real. I said, be real. I'm just realistic, man. I'm just realistic when it comes to that. That's all. But those are the things I want to say, so I just put popcorn. They ignore reality because they don't want to dwell on it. They don't want to think about it. They want to live in this fantasy world and everything. That's what a lot of people talk about, bloggers. Like, they don't put the real stuff. There's a guy, you should check him out. He had a good post today. He's called Santa Claus in the Philippines, or if not, but I'll post one of his videos. He's been posting lately. He had a resort somewhere in the Philippines, and since the Rona or the typhoon or whatever, it just, so he's selling part of his land or something. But right now the negative part's coming out, and he was talking about the negativity of the Philippines, and he was talking about things like traffic, and he was talking about things how people cut in front of you in line, or they, the things that people don't talk about, that there is things that's wrong. That's like one of the things that just rubs me the wrong way, dude. When I'm at the market and people are like I'm like, dude, and like I'll start coughing or something, just like, oh. That reminds me one time I was taking Career Airlines, dude, and this lady, dude, she kept like she was in the middle chair and she wanted like really like take over. So I started like coughing, like, but not on her, just over here, like, but like real. She started getting her mask, dude. Like, you start freaking out and shit. But like, I'm just saying, like, when you're at the money exchange or when you're at the ATM or whatever, I always make my son's mother like stand there right there, please, babe. Just stand right there. Give us so nobody like crowds on me. Just or I'll tell her here, you take the money and have it exchanged, and I'll stand because I'm bigger, so I'll stand like right there, and people don't get close. I just because it's a culture thing. I know that too, but there is also like personal space type thing. So I'm just like little things like that. Or like the thing with the change, you're never gonna get change back. They're always saying we don't have change. You know, it is what it is. Nothing's perfect. It's a load of crap. Santa Claus lives in the Philippines. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the video. You watch it. You watched it. That's the one. Yeah, dude. All right. So yeah, I like it because he shows his face. There's another guy, and he doesn't show his face. He just does those voiceover videos where he's just traveling around, but he says all the negative things about the Philippines. He won't show his face. I think his channel got canceled. He had to open another one. Show your face, fucker. Don't be a bitch. Anyways, I'll watch it later. Yeah, that's him, dude. Anyway, this is my chocolate ghost. This is by Jimmy Pickles. I had one earlier, and now it was by Tess, and now it's like a smaller plant. This one is one of my bigger trees. When they don't have a change, I pull out the coins and don't tip. Yeah, I've learned. I've been there enough times that I know the tricks and stuff. And like I said, I've made comments, bro. I made comments like on people's channels on how to avoid that kind of stuff. Anyways, this is my chocolate ghost. Um, Something hit it where my leaves fell off, but it's growing leaves again. So these are my chocolates are ready to pull. So these are ghosts. These are all ready to pluck. These aren't. So it gave me a nice, what do you call it? Nice selection today to pull. The hell we're talking about, dude? Those are bigger peppers. Yeah, they are. I haven't had one of these, so I'm gonna do probably one. I'll leave one on here. I'm gonna do burns the next couple days, but not today because I already ate breakfast this morning. But I'll do it on the next live stream or whatever. I'll even maybe do a video, and when I get some shakes ready, I gotta get some bananas to have, and I'll even do a video on the bananas, what I use for bananas and stuff like that. It's giving me ideas. What the hell was I saying, dude? I forgot. What else was I saying last? How many pots do you have? Oh, dude, I have too many. You want to do a walk around real quick? I have a lot, dude. I don't have enough actually. I had a bunch that my uncle brought. My uncle's work in the disposal company, and he had a bunch. But then my dad used them up for other stuff that needed planting. We have dragon fruit, and he used it for that. So I didn't really complain. I needed planting because I took them out. But I guess we might put them back on. I got some on the wall over here, and he said you might put them over there. They need stuff to grow up. But let's see. These are the ones I just have here because they're getting ready. This one right here is my Jace Pink Purple Ghost Scorpion. I don't know when these are ready. I have it here because I don't know. I don't know if they stay purple or they turn yellowish or something. So when they start falling off, I can get them. And this one's my Reaper. This is my, and I got it over here because it's infested. So I keep spraying it and keep it out of the sun and the shade. This is my Caramel Reaper. My Chocolate Ghost. That's my armwork, chocolate armwork that I'm gonna. Oh shit! Sorry, technical difficulties. Then I'm gonna harvest after, and these are the ones I just did earlier. These are my cobras. This is my pekin that looks like it's gonna die. But luckily I got some other ones growing. I'm gonna harvest these chilies for seeds, so I'm gonna grow it. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna make it this year. I don't know what happened. Something happened to it. Yeah, something got to it. This is my baby. All these are my babies. One of these is the mother for this one, but this is the one that is the monster one right here. So this is my little shaded area over here for my plants. All these over here are still flowering, or they got the peppers maturing, like this one right here. These are my black ties. They're almost changing color. These are actually good peppers. They're not as hot as I thought they were going to be. Everybody says they're hot. There must be some other kind of ties. They're hot, but these are ready. That's when they're the best. They're turning red. Because when they're fully red, they're too red. They got like a tomatoey taste. Something's eating them over here. I think a grasshopper's getting them over here. But this one right here, 2021, this is my labuyo. This is from the Philippines, but this is actually a baby from the original plant. The original plant was 2019. I think it died. What's this? 7-pot naga. Oh, there we go. Don't shake it too much. I only got one. I got flowers. I don't want to shake it too much. Fall off. But I gotta move these because it looks like some grasshoppers or something are getting to these right here. These little bites. Little baby grasshoppers. My white ghost. And over here. So there's all of them. I don't know how many. I quit counting them. I lost several this year in this winter. And it wasn't that cold. It's my fig tree. But the figs aren't good this year. It's lacking nutrients. And I'm going to put in a bigger pot. And like read up on it. My grapes have never given grapes. Here's my, what do you call it? Oh, I got all these other chilies over here. Keeps me busy, dude. Keeps me busy physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Gives me something to do. Yeah, well, we eat them. We eat them. I share them. In fact, I'm gonna cut some more and take a pot to my one of my aunts. But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, talking about the Philippines and stuff. Like, dude, it's like, hey, guys gonna go over there and like, hey, that's it. And what's what Philly said? That's why I respect him, because he said, I'm gonna die here. I made it my decision already. Because Rui kept on pushing the subject. What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? I made up my choice. And then Mike said, me too, Philly. I mean, well, Mike, I think you did, but I think you're kind of, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think everybody faces death a different way. I don't know if it's a cultural thing. I don't know if it's like just because I don't know. To me, death is just like I see it. It's a part of. It's just a natural. It's a natural thing, dude. There's a beginning and an end, and we're not immortal. We're not immortal. When our time comes, our time comes. The main important thing is, man, have a good time doing it, man. Don't have regrets. Don't have that coulda, shoulda, woulda attitude. Don't be on that deathbed. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. It's like, dude, go out and fucking do it, man. If you can, go out and do it. Exactly. When it happens, man. Oh, this is a big fat pepper. Look at this one, man. This is a fatty. Here's a normal long one, but this is a fatty right there. Look at that. But yeah, I don't dwell on it, dude. I mean, it's like, it's like whenever I see these doctors and they do blood work and they're like, "Oh, did you know you have this?" Yeah, because I haven't worked with them yet. Oh yeah, yeah. And they're like, kind of like, dude, you're like very nonchalant, very kind of like they don't like they like think like, don't you know what you have? Don't you know how serious? I'm like, yeah, I know how serious it is, dude. I'm the one that's gone through it. Yeah, but dialysis and then what, dude? And then they're gonna start cutting your limbs, and then you're gonna have a massive stroke or strokes, or you're gonna have a heart attack. What? I've already had the strokes. We've been waiting for the big one. I had a blood clot that you guys missed, not once but twice. You missed it here, and you missed it here, and it's bigger. So you know, they're like, oh, oh, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, man. It is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. I said I don't. I don't. Oh, I should need another bag. Well, it doesn't really matter because I cut them and I cut that one for seeds. I put them together. There's just chocolates. I'll give them to people. They're oh, pretty pepper, and then burn the shit out of them. I say the last one, and I'm gonna talk about that before I end this live stream. Uh, yeah, I, I've I've talked to so many doctors, bro, that it's like, how should I say? You know, within the first couple minutes, what kind of interaction you're gonna have with them, what kind of relationship you're gonna have with them. Like, you know what I mean? How it's gonna go. That's what I'm saying. The last couple of years, I like when I was. Oh wow, my fucking coffee got cold. When I tell you that condescending guy, but he did his job. It was eventful, whatever. It was just that one day, but I had this thing done, so I had to be the bigger person and not tell, hey, listen, motherfucker, you know. But now I am. Next time I talk to him, hey, now that you got that camera up my ass, you got what you wanted to do to get money. Now figure out what the fuck is wrong with me right here, because this is the reason I got to refer to you. And the reason I went to you is because the last fucking person I talked to, now I'm letting out who I am. The last fucking person I talked to, I couldn't deal with because his fucking hood rat bitches at his fucking office drove me away to not even have the procedure done. But your staff was so good and so helpful from day one. That lady at the office, she would call me back and, hey, you know, you need to do this. And she would call me back and she would call. When I answer, I leave a message. She would call me at the end of the day, hey, yeah. And then she go through it. You'll get directions and you'll get instructions. Not like those hood rats. Well, they'll call you and they'll let you know and click. They'll, you know, they weren't like that because I'm like, you know. But that day on the video phone, on the video call, you're like, hey, you need to do this. And you're like, you know, yeah. You were asking for that reaction, but you didn't get it because I needed the procedure done. So you know, but the staff helps a lot, and that's one thing I've noticed. Like I said, the nurses, man, they don't get enough credit. The shit they have to do, literally, the shit they have to do. Nurses, they work harder, longer, dude. Like, dude, they're. I love nurses, man. I love nurses because they make it better. They make it or don't. Because I've been in a hospital where the nurses were ghetto as fuck too. Harbor General in Harbor City. That's right between San Pedro and out there in that area. San Pedro, Wilmington, that area. It's a like, little strip, dude. Like that's a little dot. It's called just big enough for that hospital. Harbor General. That's where I went. That's the one that did my umbilical hernia. Yeah, that place was so fucking ghetto. I had a catheter, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't pee at night, you know. And I'm like looking over, and that bag was fucking like stretched out. I'm like, oh, I gotta go, and I'm pushing the button. Oh, I'll be there. We'll be there. Hold on a minute. All night, and in the morning, I finally saw when it started. I could see that it was like red. Like it wasn't like yellow or orange. It was like red, like those blood. And I was scared. Like, hey, you know. All right, dude. Take care, man. Nice talking to you. So yeah, I'm gonna end this too right now. I'm just gonna call my Ormoke. I was gonna talk about my experience, but I'm blabbing too much. How long is this going into, anyways? I don't even have that much battery either. An hour and 36. So yeah, I'm gonna cut that to this plan. I'm gonna describe what experience I had with this last pepper and why I haven't eaten it since then. And I'll probably do a burn with that one soon. Alrighty. Let me write it. Where's the marker? Over here. This is one of these first plants that planted, but this I replanted or I got seeds for this one again, and I just remembered was it. This is my Rock chocolate from 2023 by Jimmy Pickles. Now it looks just like my Ghost. That's one thing I was noticing it. That's why I cut this with this fatty instead of those little skinny ones that I put in the baggie over here. In fact, I'm not even gonna separate. I'm gonna keep them together. So this plant, um, you know, people always talk about this pepper's the hottest, not pepper's the hottest, and that's possibly because of Scoville and everything. But everybody is different. What some people think is the hottest, or basically, may I say this, is what they feel is the hottest. And I have to say this quickly because I am running out of memory, or I mean memory of man. I bring my charger, charge my battery. This pepper, like I got a Reaper right here next to me. That's my gosh, brain fart today. Caramel, and I gotta remark that because it's starting to get faded from the sun. My caramel Reaper, and if I remember correctly, this was hot, but it wasn't as hot because everybody reacts differently. It all depends how it affects you too. Now there might be another Reaper that's hotter. I've had another Reaper. I had a yellow Reaper, and I thought it was hotter than these actually. I haven't had a red Reaper yet because I haven't grown them yet. For whatever reason, they haven't produced peppers. I have a plant somewhere, but hasn't produced peppers. So this is one of my first a couple years ago. I think like 2020. Yeah, because my son was still a baby. So 2021, I lost that plant. Um, so it was one of the first peppers that I had. It was first super hot. And I didn't do a live stream or nothing. I was just video chatting with my son. And it was a pepper about this size right here. This size. Not as big as this one right here. So it was decent size. So usually what I do, and I've done on my videos, I cut it open and I try to show the insides and try to show what it looks like on the inside with the seeds, and then how it's dripping like oil, which is the capsaicin oil produced by the placenta inside. It's not the seeds, it's the little white thing. Or usually it's a white thing, sometimes different color. that's holding the seeds. That's the placenta. That produces that capsaicin oil. That's what's hot to a human. So that day, I was gonna do it with them. I said I'm gonna do it with you guys, because I don't want to. I was scared. I'm like, what if I freak out or whatever, or start crying, like, I didn't want to look like an ass in front of people, I might just do it in front of you guys, my son and his mother. So I cut it. I'm looking. I smelled it, and it had this like just this strong, like sweet smell. It's the best I could describe it. So that's why I want to keep these separate because I don't know if maybe these seeds got crossed and it is ghost or not. So that's what I want to see. Because ghost tastes like ghost, I know. And I've never had a chocolate ghost. So I also want to taste what that tastes like. So getting back to this. Let me cut this last one over here too. Sorry, guys. I just got confused what was what. I just almost did a snafu. I almost crossed the chilies, and so I gotta keep them separate so I can separate the seeds and everything labeled. So, anyways, I cut it in half and I ate one half. This is before I was experienced with any hot. I've eaten hot peppers, but I'm saying super hots. These are super hots. These are like up tier. And when I started eating it, I could taste it, and within a couple seconds, the heat started building. And I got some tips for you people that have not eaten hot peppers, or try to chew it all in one little spot. Try chewing it, whatever side you chew on. Try just chewing it there. Don't be chewing it all over your mouth. Moving it with your tongue and everything. And I'll tell you why right now in a minute. So try chewing there, and then just start swallowing it. What happens is with a lot of these peppers, and every pepper is different. How they taste, how they burn, how they affect, how they start to burn, how long it lasts, and all that. Well, this pepper started burning, right? So whatever it touches last is what's going to start burning last, and how long it's going to last. So you understand what I'm saying? It's going to start burning here, but then it's going to move to your tongue, your palate, on this side over here, and then your throat, and then your chest, down to your stomach, whatnot. So that's two. Always have something ready. I usually make shakes. Some people like milk or whatever. Water's not going to help you. Soda or juice or anything like that's not going to help you. But the shakes do kind of like somehow the lactose in the milk or whatever helps neutralize it for a couple seconds, and then it dries up or something and it starts burning again, but it starts easing it. But anyways, I didn't have anything with this pepper. I wanted to try just raw and see what happens. This pepper, not only was it burning, it started making my ears like it made my ears pop. It made my ears ring. It made my legs start quivering. I've had, and reapers also do that. There's certain peppers that do that. It's just your body naturally reacting to the capsaicin. It's just a reaction. So they start shaking. My legs started quivering. Like when you're, I don't know if you ever you're a runner or whatever. Not having a cramp, but you have that sensation. That's what I started getting. I'll get that like in my chest, the peppers. But I was feeling that in my ears, and I'm like, oh. And here's the thing, I'm talking about like several minutes into it, I'm like, it wasn't going down. It was going up and up and up, and the heat was going up and up. I'm like, that I started freaking out. Like, oh my god, what's happening? Ah! I started screaming. Ah! I lost, like, freaked out because I didn't know what was gonna happen. Was it ever gonna go away? I mean, and my son's mother, she's grabbing the baby like, oh, and the baby also was like, kind of looking like, oh, daddy, because he knew I was eating. He knows what peppers are. He found out a very long time ago when he was a baby. He dipped into the wrong thing, soy oil or whatever, or soy sauce that had chili, and like he knows what chilies are. But yeah, I think these are it. If this is an ormrock, and here it is. Every pepper has a distinct flavor. Like some are bitter, some are fruity, some are flowery, some are like I call it peppery. Like when you eat a jalapeno or a serrano or even a bell pepper, you know that flavor. That's I call that a peppery flavor. Well, these, if you ever drank a Monster, the green Monster, the original that tastes that sweet like lollipop flavor, that's what these things smell like, and that's what these things taste like. Believe it or not, that's what my mind associated with. So if these are Omrocks, that's what these are gonna are. That's why I want to separate these from the Ghost. The Ghosts have the different flavors. I've had red Ghost, yellow Ghost, and white Ghost, and I have white Ghost, and it tastes the same as the yellow Ghost and red Ghost. They have this like bittery kind of distinct flavor. Ghosts are just different than scorpions. Scorpions have their own flavor. Morugas have their own. I mean, they all have their distinct flavor. You can tell if you've been experienced with them and stuff. Not that I'm an expert, just experienced with them. Um, these have like a peppery, bitter taste, and these are the Reapers I'm pointing at. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna end my live stream. Whoever comes by and looks at this, thank you very much. Check out some channels that I talked about. Not Dead Jet Adventures, Jeff. By the way, he's my buddy. I talk to him all the time. He always gives me props. Check out his channel. He's kind of a world traveler. He's at home now, back in California, doing some home repairs at home. He speaks his mind. I respect him. We talk about stuff. Also, Coffee with Ken. He does a lot of just talking and stuff. Orbit State Road, Marcos. He's a veteran that lives in the Philippines with his family. The Philippines, check him out. Philippine Antics every time. I love you guys. Um, they're over in Angeles City or off of Angeles City, up in Luzon. And who else did I miss? Santa Claus in the Philippines, right? Or what was his name again? Anyways, I'll throw those later on there and stuff. But anyways, peace out. Catch you later.